When I started my spiritual health, all I wanted was to know how to manifest this, manifest that. And that's what most people think about. And we don't really think about the journey, the real journey that we have to go through in order to be able to manifest, in order to get all the gifts that we're supposed to get from the universe, from God, whatever you want to call it. I call it God because I believe in God. Yet, we don't realize that all these things that people talk about, affirmations, uh, journaling, all those things are important. They're very important, but it's not what's gonna get you there. And that's what I'm gonna be talking about. Hi, my name is Andrea. I talk about spiritual health, emotional health, and some. Often we find ourselves in this part writing down things that we think we want to ask God, um, or the universe, and we have not done the work to help us dive deep into what it is that we really want. I, for a long time, um, I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always knew I wanted to have my own business, and I didn't really start looking into the steps that I needed to take to get there, and I just wanted the outcome. And I think most of us want that. We would just want the outcome, and it's part of how most of us are. Um, Most of people is used to, the fast gratification. But in reality, we have to enjoy the process. And this is what I want to talk about. The ego often will perceive happiness as success from getting the job that you desire or buying the expensive things that we dream to get, because we see other people have them, and we think that because they have them, we want them and we want to manifest that. But that's the ego talking. And that's why, in order to manifest, you have to do inner work. You have to really think about, really do the inner work for yourself, and have patience. Patience that you will get there and you will receive those things. And the gifts that you get are gonna be that. It's gonna be your manifestations coming true. But first, you have to do the inner work. Happiness lies within us, within our purpose. Our purpose is to help others heal with the beautiful gifts that God has given us. And I feel like I didn't understand that for a long time. What were my gifts? And I feel like since I've been doing all this work and I've been trying to find my inner self, I found that my true calling is to motivate people. I mean, I'm also becoming a fitness coach, which is, somehow I can link that with motivation. But in reality, I like motivating people. I like uplifting people, and I like healing them inside out so they can become the better version of themselves. And that is exactly what I want to do here. Organize your thoughts and desires. Sometimes our mind wants all the things we see other people being successful at, but that may not be your thing. That may not be your thing. I remember back when I started my spiritual journey and I knew I wanted to do something for myself, something other than working for someone. And I started looking at videos of people being successful doing social media marketing and all, affiliate marketing, and I would get so stressed out looking at that. And then I would be like, well, if these people is successful doing this, why can't I do it? So I decided, okay, I'm gonna study social media marketing. And in the process of learning that, because I got a certification doing social media marketing, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about how to promote my own brand, how to target my audience, how to do all these things that they teach you. But when I started working, actually doing that, I realized, wait, this is not really what I like to do. We gotta be open to the idea that certain things are not for us. Another reason that your manifestation might not be happening is because it's not for you. If, again, going back to not doing the inner work, you're gonna find a lot of things into your manifestation list. Once you did the work, you're gonna find a lot of those things that you didn't really want or you didn't really need. And you're gonna start recognizing why this didn't happen and why the universe didn't give it to you. And that's when you need to start accepting those things and realizing that our mind is so limited, and God has such a big plan for us, and sometimes we don't realize that. We don't realize that God has such a higher purpose for us, and we get upset and we feel like, oh, God is not responding to my prayers, He's not responding to my manifestations, I'm doing the work, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But we have such a limited mindset, and sometimes He just has a bigger plan for us, a way bigger plan. So what we have to do is pray and meditate so that we can realize the bigger plan that He has for us. And hopefully we start being more open to receiving. Being open to receiving is another thing that's very important when you are going to manifest. If you have not opened your mind to learning how to receive, and this can be on little things like receiving compliments, receiving gifts, receiving or allowing people to treat you well, that is receiving too. And God will not be willing to give you those things if He sees that you're not receiving openly. Meaning, you have all this not boundaries, but you have all these setbacks, or you close yourself when somebody tries to give you something, when somebody tries to compliment you, when somebody tries to be nice to you, you feel some sort of guilt. And that's the part that you need to start working on. You need to start working on being open to receiving, because manifesting is creating, and creating is part of the feminine energy, which I will be talking about later. But in order to get, you need to be able to receive, and that is a big part of manifesting that you need to learn in order for your manifestations to come true. All right, I am so happy for making this video for you guys. This is my first video. I hope I did well, and if you like my advice, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll be making more videos next week. Thank you.